It's time. You're tuned in to the Fat Man Gaming Podcast. Let's press start.
Yep. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fat Man Gaming Podcast. Sorry about the lack of content, guys. It's been a wild one, mostly on my end. Poor Nathan has been ready to rock and roll, and I've kind of, if it wasn't for my internet going out, I literally got super sick and have just been out of the weather. If you hear me sniffling, that's still the leftovers of it. So if my mic goes quiet, it's because I'm muting because I'm either coughing to death or just generally not feeling too well. But yeah, we are back. Hopefully now on a more consistent schedule. Now that things are coming up, holidays are in there, so things are going to be a little bit more smooth. Um, but yeah, we are back. The Game Awards just happened. A lot of awesome stuff, and then
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
So as always, I am your host, Fat Man here at the Fat Man Gaming. Down below is the new co-host. That is Sir Nathan,
Howdy.
and yeah, guys, so we're back. So, real quick, yeah, what did you think? Just brief, we're gonna get into it in a little bit, but real quick, what did you give the Game Awards as far as a grade goes?
I thought it was really solid. I mean, there are a couple game announcements that are duds, but you gotta understand that you can't not everything is gonna be like a Final Fantasy or like a something like that. It's like you'll have occasional games where it's like, okay, this is a family game, or like, okay, this is a game that's like trying to go for an audience, and maybe it's gonna be one of those things where half the internet's like, this looks silly, half the internet's like, okay, I'll stay silent until it comes out. But the vocal minority is going to definitely be the oh, this looks stupid. Like the last game that was announced, I think it was High Ground. A lot of people
Oh
complained about
God.
that, and I'm like, it looked like, I don't know. I'm not much of a shooter guy, but like it looks like it's being made by competent devs. It could be fun, but it's also one of those things where I'm like, okay, one announcement versus they opened up with the Star Wars the Fate of the Old Republic trailer.
Oh,
Like
that
that's
was
like, oh,
awesome.
cool. I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, the announcement that it's not going to be released until maybe around 2030 is a little bit on the I hope we make it kind of side, but
Yeah. Giant
uh
rocks in space or government be damned.
right. No, so honestly, I really enjoyed it. There's a lot of great things like that were announced. There's a lot of things that I'll get to eventually that I'm a little bit concerned about. But overall, it was fun. I enjoyed it, and I think that
Darn.
I love the fact that we actually still get to sit down and appreciate things that came out this year. I think that some people will try and criticize it for like not being super like the greatest it could be, but it also just comes across as basically ungrateful bastards who just can't appreciate a good thing that came out in the year, and they're just like complaining that like, oh, why do we have to you know celebrate something? It's like, do you not have any joy in your life to where you can't just like be happy that people want a thing? Wham. But diatribe aside, I thought it was fine. I thought it was great. I thought, B plus, A minus, like I'm not too pissy about it, but that's also maybe because I don't really have like super high expectations of like, oh, this is gonna have it's gonna be like, another like Armored Core 6 reveal, or like, Shadow
Right.
Erdtree reveal. It's not gonna be. I'm like, look, if we get that, that's cool, but we're also here to like celebrate games and like, kind of take the piss for a while and just have a little bit of fun for a couple hours. I
Right.
thought it was fun. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was great too. It sucked because unfortunately it didn't happen and it happened while I was at work, so I had it playing in the black background, but really couldn't like concentrate on it, so I had to come home and rewatch it. But yeah, and I mean apart from the Muppets, which ugh, I can't stand the
It's silly.
Muppets.
It's so silly.
I get it though, it's cool, but I mean honestly, I gave it a solid B. I thought it was great. That's the highest grade I've given to Game Awards in a long time. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. A lot of good game announcements. One in particular for me. Um, and then I was just like, man, honestly, without Jeff Keighley, I don't know if we'd have any shows like this anymore. Jeff is
Yeah.
single-handedly keeping it alive. And I used to talk mad crap about Jeff Keighley, but actually gonna give Neil the applause because without him, I don't think we have much of these shows left anymore, especially with
Yeah,
E3 being gone and Summer Games Fest always is awesome.
yeah,
My only disappointment in the show, no Square Enix. Like, where was Square Enix at?
yeah, yeah. That's fair. I mean, to be fair, there might be like I think Xbox is doing like a showcase soon, and for some reason, Square Enix likes to pretend like they like Xbox for some reason.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's true.
So like you never know. For some reason, Square Enix like, you know what? Not at the Game Awards. We're just gonna do that at the Xbox showcase. Why? But whatever. No, I agree. Jeff is doing the gaming equivalent of the Lord's work here in terms of actually keeping us excited for games, actually showing us new things that are coming out. Dude, so many world premieres. I mean, we'll talk about it in a bit. New Mega Man game got announced. I
Oh
was
yeah.
excited for it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, we're not getting it for a while because they're making 2026 the year for the Star Force collection for some reason. But I'm like, okay, I guess
Not a big
they'll wait
fan
a
of
while.
that. Not a big fan of the Star Force series.
I love it. The
I
first one's
like
pretty good.
I'm more of
Second
a
one was bleh.
I'm
Third one
more of
was
a Battle Network guy.
yeah. No, I get that. I mean, like Battle Network 6 is great. Like is I love the game, but however, at the same time, I will put Star Ocean. Not Star Ocean. Star Force 3 almost up here with this one. I'm not gonna lie. Star Force 3 is really good.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
especially story wise, it's like, oh, I didn't know Mega Man games could actually have like a good emotional storytelling like the Battle Network games, but even more so actually because it goes kind of crazy in Star Force 3. So I'm looking forward to it personally, but it's also one of those things where it's like I wouldn't be banking super hard on that for to be a success, considering the fact that even when they were released, they weren't really successful. But that's also me being like, if you don't see like super high sales numbers for the Star Force collection, I hate to tell you, duh.
Yeah. I know that Capcom said with Mega Man 11 they want to boost it up to Resident Evil level. So we'll
Well,
see.
you have to actually release games in order to do that.
That you do. And I do like the original Mega Man, but I would like to see a new
Give me an
installment in the
X9,
X
bro.
series.
Give me an X9,
I would say
please.
reboot X. I mean, I know they did it on PSP, but I say reboot X. Just start one, make it. I honestly wish we would have got the first person Mega Man X game that we were supposed to get.
Yeah.
It was called Maverick Hunter, but Capcom scrapped that because that game looked awesome, especially with X having finishing moves.
No, it
But
looked
that's
like a kind of like a Doom style kind of
right, yeah.
Mega Man game, which I would be interested in for shits and giggles. But at the same time, also I love the 2D platformer stuff. So I don't know. When it comes to X, it's really weird. Like Mega Man, the classic Mega Man series has such a consistent quality. Meanwhile, the X series, depending on who you ask, is very much like a fluctuating series.
Yeah.
Like I won't get into it too hard, but the only Super Nintendo one I like is the first one. I really don't like X2 or 3. I really don't.
A
For
lot of
s-
a lot of people will say
design
that
reasons.
yeah, a lot of people will say Mega Man X 1 through 4 are the peak and then it kind of
More or
fluctuated after
less,
that.
I'll agree. I just don't personally like two or X2 or X3. Meanwhile, X4 is, in my personal opinion, the objective best Mega Man X game. And then my personal favorite's Mega Man X8, but I'm also the weird one in that regard because I like everything that X8 had, and I think that like warts and all, it's a fun game, but it's also like story's
Any of
cool.
them
I love the music; it's great.
are better than 7.
Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
Axel.
No, it, to be fair, it's like it wasn't even Axel for me. It's like it's the slowdown, it's the how slow the game design is, the bad
Yeah,
3D. Like Axel is just the annoying like one on top of it. He's so much better in X8 when he's just more like the cocky bastard rather than like
he's
the
he,
the new guy who's like, what? I'm new here. What are we
yeah,
doing? I'm like, bruh.
he's more of a veteran in 8.
Yeah, he's more like the Anakin Skywalker, like an Anakin Skywalker cocky bastard kind of vibe in Mega Man X8 rather than X7, where he's just like maybe kid Anakin Skywalker. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
So
But
I
yeah,
think the comparison suits, but yeah,
but a solid B for me though. I mean, the Game Awards was great this year.
I'm the merciful God here, and I will give him an A minus. It's a joke,
Yeah.
but no, I really do think that we wouldn't have too many of these award shows without somebody who's willing to basically face the wrath of the god awful picky internet about oh, like why did this game win? Blah, blah, blah. It's like basically any hate and fury gets directed towards this guy when this man's literally just trying to highlight awesome games throughout the year and then show off new games that he's excited for. And like I really do think it's kind of shitty when people like kind of just throw it back in his face. It's like, dude, this man's actually trying. You guys
Yeah.
don't do
Yeah.
anything though. It's the
And
it's this
and j-
constant negativity. At least him, he's like the unapologetically optimistic. I would take that over the people who just only like are purely negative and don't do fucking anything to
and Jeff
actually like raise up the medium.
and Jeff is a gamer. You can tell he's not one of those fakes like Phil Spencer and all those other guys. He's actually an actual gamer.
He gave Armored Core 4 a 4 out of 10. Which I haven't played Armored Core 4. I have played 4 Answer, and 4 Answer is fantastic. But if he's like maybe like if he was like a hardcore Armored Core fan and was just kind of disappointed in the change for Armored Core 4, I could understand that. I don't know. I'd have to look up that interview. I have to look up that review. But it's
Right.
just funny that like he comes out and he's like reverence of like we're about to announce an amazing game from a studio that I love, and it's Armor Core 6, and it's just like we remember your interview. We remember your review. Actually, I didn't remember it until somebody pointed it out, but it's also kind of funny. But I'm never gonna be like super serious about it. It's like, oh, you're a hypocrite. It's like, dude, get over it. We're just all having fun here, right? Except for PC players, all I like to do is complain. It's a joke.
So yeah, guys, A minus from Nate, B from me. Solid show.
Hell
Congrats
yeah.
to Jeff Keighley. Shout out to Jeff Keighley because yeah, he's doing a fantastic job in there.
He's doing good work, and don't and Jeff, if you for some reason see this, you know like nobody deserves to give you any kind of shit. You're doing good. Please keep doing it.
Oh
Otherwise, we
yeah.
will stop celebrating games altogether, and that'd be a very sad world to live in, indeed.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So
Let's
jumping
actually
right
move on to the thing.
jumping right into it. So we're gonna do this in a weird order. So it's not gonna be as it was announced at the show because yeah, I don't have that right now. Um, but this game closed out the show. Um, it looks interesting. I kind of want to play it. It does look fun enough to where it might pull me in just because I don't know. It's not your typical hero shooter. It looks a
Yeah,
little bit more exciting. But yeah,
it looks a lot more fun than just
the game
done.
was High Guard. So High Guard is what closed out the Game Awards. It is a hero shooter. It was showing stuff, guns and magic, epic, epic, whatever they call them, finisher moves, riding on horses. I guess, yeah,
Brick Shit
it
House with a
was,
6 shooter.
yeah, actually a really cool looking game. And normally I'm anti-hero shooter. I mean, Marvel Rivals is probably the only thing that I kind of play. Besides, well, no, I guess you can't call it a hero shooter. Yeah. But I got kind of excited about this. I don't think it should have closed the show. Um,
No, I maybe because I'm a selfish bastard, I would have loved for Mega Man to close it out because they had such an epic reveal, and I'm like, that's awesome. And then they hit me with a release date. I'm like, all right,
yeah.
I'll wait, I'll wait, I'll wait, I'll stay alive until then, but it better be sweet. And
Definitely.
if it's anything like Mega Man 11, I'm sure it will be because I love Mega Man 11. I thought it was a great game.
Yeah.
Maybe like not Mega Man 2 quality, but also at the same time, like Mega Man 2 is like the fundamental, like whenever I talk about game design, I'm like, Mega Man 2 is literally classic difficulty game design that anybody who wants to get into gaming or like in terms of like actually competently understanding level design, Castlevania and Mega Man 2 in terms of classic games. Those are the
Yeah.
two I always point to.
Let's see. And then from Highguard, we got Neo 3. Update on Neo 3. Looks really good. Looks extremely frustrating. Um, looks like it's going to be a good
Still
time. I
need
do
to
like the
play
Neo
Neo
series,
2.
but they're brutal.
I still need to play Neo 2. I've heard Neo 1 is kind of on the bullshit side, but I also don't.
They're
I don't know.
they're brutal.
Oh, for sure. I
Um,
mean, like, I played the old games. I understand that.
After that, we got a well. I mean, keep in mind, guys, these are not in order. Um, Anime games. Typical games. We got Enfield. Yeah, looks okay. Not my type of game. And then we got after that we got Dual Knight Abyss. Looked okay again. Not my type of game. Uh, and then one game that I'm super anticipating, and I can't wait for it to come back. I don't know how this is gonna work out because the movement is so fast on it. But Phantom Blade Zero got a release date. I do
Nine nine
believe.
26. Woo!
Yep. Can't wait for that game. The game looks freaking amazing. Looks like that's gonna be a good old time. Um,
Yep.
Gameplay was freaking awesome. I don't know how it's gonna do it, man, because you're moving so fast. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I got excited about that. Then a
Like
weird.
if we're yeah, I get it. I mean, like Armor Core 4 answer, like I've always said that game is like almost too fast. So I'm like,
Yeah.
if it can be like if it's that fast, I'm like, all right, now we're working with some speed here.
It's like if they took Devil May Cry, but they amped it up to 11.
I mean, they do always have like a turbo mode in like the special editions, which I think cranks up the speed by 10%, which is always nice. I actually
Yeah.
once you go actually strangely once you go turbo mode in the Devil May Cry games, it's kind of hard to go back to its regular mode because you're just kind of used to like it being super fast.
Yeah. Then another game that I had no interest in, Out of Worlds or Out of Words, sorry. Claymation looking game, kind of
Yeah,
yeah, not my cup of tea, but pretty all right. This one got me excited because I have a flight stick and a VR helmet, and they already hinted that there's going to be VR and flight stick. Obviously, it's going to have flight stick. But Ace Combat, Wings of Thief. Um,
I saw that. I'm like, oh no, I have to get into Ace Combat now. God damn it.
yeah, that it looks so good, man. I love the
I was kind of surprised. I'm like, really? And it also looks incredible. And
yeah, it looked amazing. I was like,
I
wow.
definitely might pick up 7 and maybe like look into some maybe the PS2 era ones because I do like me my PS2 era gaming. So I might have to start checking out those games in
Yeah,
anticipation for that
they're
for
fun.
sure.
They're fun for sure.
Hell yeah.
After that, we got Total Warhammer 40K.
It
I might.
looks like a really massive like the scale of like the strategy RPG here is kind of
Yeah,
crazy. Like
yeah,
it pulled out from like okay, you have the battle, then you have the whole country, and you have the whole planet. I'm like, and then the whole galaxy. I'm like, okay, this looks fun.
yeah. I kind of
This
got
looks
excited
interesting.
about that. I've been waiting to get into something like that for a long time, so I got excited.
I've heard the 40K games are great too.
Oh yeah. And then we got Phasmophobia.
Yup.
Phasmophobia looks good. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but I might.
I'm very
Um,
picky with my horror games in terms of like what I play usually,
oh,
but
yeah.
if I hear enough hubbub about it that
It
I
depends
might give
on
it a
when it
shot.
comes out and what's surrounded by it. Cause yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where Winds Meet looks good. I
Yeah.
kind of actually really want to play that. Then we got No Law.
Yeah.
Ah, I don't know about this one.
I thought it was DLC for Cyberpunk 2077. Maybe I'm just an asshole, but
I thought it was too at first, and I'm kind of like, yeah, but for me, it's probably gonna get backburnered.
it looks a little grittier though than the
Yeah.
Cyberpunk. So I'm like, okay, that could be cool.
Um,
But yeah, we'll have to see.
Lords of the Fallen 2 got announced. Well, I guess got an update, and it looked good. Lords of the Fallen 1 was a very frustrating game. Um,
I heard it got really good though.
it
Like
did.
my
It
roommate
was,
plays it and like he said like the new version of Lords of the Fallen's fantastic.
yeah, because the rough version that I played, I mean, it was annoying. Literally fall off everything.
Well, because I remember that there was like the PS4 one, and that was like not good. And then they had
Right.
like the newer, like basically the reboot of it, they using the same title for some reason.
Right.
Apparently that one banged. So yeah,
And then Warframe got an update. That was kind of cool.
yep. And then they brought God, what was his name? Like that he's like, and I talk like this, and I'm very serious all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah, that guy. I like. Okay, that was cool. But and also Ben started doing anything for money. That was a great joke. Anyway,
Yep. And then we got Seven Deadly Sins Origins. That actually looks really good. Might have to check that out. We got Soros, an update on Soros. Oh man, Soros looks so
excited,
freaking good. I can't wait.
dude. I loved Returnal, and I'm very much looking forward to this.
Yeah. I do like that they flipped it in this one though. So in Returnal, when you die and you come back, you start it over. In
Yeah,
this one, when you die, you get stronger. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm digging it. I'm really
hmm,
digging it.
I'll
And
look
then
into
we got
that.
a Marvel Rivals update. Just some more,
Deadpool.
yeah, some more announcements for Marvel Rivals. Obviously, we got Deadpool, and then we got some more Gooner skins for the females. So that was kind of cool. Good, cool to see um Deadpool join the ranks finally. Got
Dude,
another
one,
update
oh,
on 007 First Light. Holy shit! This,
Lenny Kravitz is the main villain,
yeah,
which is crazy.
I was like,
I'm alright with it.
okay, that's cool, Lenny Kravitz. But yeah, 007 First Light looks goddamn
The
amazing.
the graphics look incredible too, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the story plays out. And like knowing that it's the Hitman team, I'm like, okay, gameplay is gonna be solid. So regardless, it's gonna be a fun time,
I hope it's just one giant freaking action movie. You're just playing it.
dude. If they can basically do like a proper, I always say that Metal Gear Solid 3 is like the best James Bond movie you can play through. If
Yeah.
they can make something that's like on that level of like cinematic and like good game like game design that like lasts a very long time, we're gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah. Then there was this weird animal Pokemon-ish game, a Nemo. That's not for me. If
I think that my brain kind of glazed over both times I watched that because I watched somebody react to it, but I also watched the Game Awards, so I barely remember that. So I'm like, yeah, I don't
yeah.
remember that off the top of my head.
Then we got some Diablo DLC, Diablo Lord of
Dude,
Hatred.
dude, that trailer looked
That's
incredible.
that is amazing. I cannot wait. I'm a big Diablo fan, so I'm
Also,
ready.
apparently the Paladin class was available like right then and there if you pre-ordered the DLC,
Yes.
which I'm like, all right, Blizzard, nice, nice.
Then we got Withering Waves, another anime.
Yeah, yeah, you mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah, another anime RPG style game. A big one though. After that, we got the Force 3, which looks awesome and announced for PS5 this time.
Yeah, it did look
So
pretty sweet. It looked pretty sweet. I'm not familiar with the series, but
it's
uh,
a good series.
hell yeah.
Number
I
two sucks. The first one is great.
Fair. Now this one looks like it's be interesting. Dude, let me mention one. Gang of Dragon.
I did
Dude.
not I did not know what that was. But I was like, is this a Yakuza game? I'm like, okay, it's another
So what it
Yakuza
is
game, but
basically, it's so Nagoshi is the guy who made Yakuza.
yeah.
Like he is like the main guy. He left Sega after I think Yakuza 6 and he started his own studio and he's basically just making brick shit house like a dragon essentially.
It looked great. I want to play
Yeah.
that.
No, and it's also it's crazy because it's like okay, Japanese main game, and then like I think it was like like a Korean actor for the main guy. It's like there's a lot of mixtures here going on, and it's very
Yeah.
interesting. And I'm very much looking forward to that. Trailer was incredible, and as soon as I saw Nagoshi, I'm like, I got really excited about that.
Nice. Yeah, and then we got another game, Orbitals. It's just another little game. Then we got an update on Invincible Versus, fighting game from the Invincible comic. Looks awesome, dude. I can't
Yeah,
wait. I'm definitely gonna be getting into that one. We got another look at Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight. Oh my god, just give me this game. It looks so good for a Lego game. It makes no sense. And then it has different eras of the Batman. But the thing was, they showed the Joker scene. Do you want to see a magic trick from the Christian Bale Batmans? And I was like, ooh, that is gonna look
yeah,
weird in Lego, and I hope it's just as violent. That would be great.
that'd be crazy.
And then we got Screamer for 2026. Yeah, looks okay. Um, Another game that really looks good, and I can't wait to play it. Warlock Dungeons and Dragons. Oh man, that trailer was awesome, and it had a freaking killer song in it.
Oh yeah, it was Tool, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I heard it burn. I'm
yeah.
like, bro, hell yeah, let's go.
Then we got Order of the Sinking Star.
That's made by
Looks
this like I think it's made by the guy who made Braid.
yeah, looks
So it is an
interesting.
indie game. I'm not gonna lie. It looked kind of like okay, this is kind of simple or whatever. Then it zooms out to the world map. I'm like, oh, there's some scale to this. Okay, I like this.
Yeah. And then we got Exodus from Apocalypse Studios. Looks good. I'm digging that one. Um 2X KO, not for me. Looks cool, but not for me.
That's
Um
fair.
Zenless Zone Zero got an update. Um this game was really weird. Coven of the Chicken Foot. So that was that was kind of weird, but I'm into it.
I love how like they were like, oh, Naughty Dog devs made this, and you're like, okay, we're gonna go for something that's more Last of Us, and then you're like, what's with the grandma here with the
Yeah,
cartoony art style? But once you got like adjusted to it, it's like it actually looks kind of cool. It
it
it looks
does.
like a
Yeah.
kind of like a almost like old woman kind of like eco
Guiding
kind of style
yeah.
game
Yeah, if you're guiding your little monster around.
or
Um
like Last Guardian.
yeah. And then we got another game, Ontos. Looks really good.
Yeah.
The one game that got announced that I really don't care about at all was For Loop. Uh, it
I kind of
re-
more so agree with that just because I'm not much like I'm like okay, Bad Robot. I'm like I know that's J.J. Abrams' company and like
yeah,
and
it's
I'm kind of ambivalent towards him at this point, and it's not. It's mostly because of Disney at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I like J.J. Abrams fine enough beforehand, but then he was kind of basically forced to take the helms of ruining the Star Wars trilogy. And to be fair, it wasn't his fault. That
yeah.
was Ryan's. But, but
And
like I think he's a competent director, and like he also did like one of my mom's favorite shows, Alias, when I was younger, and like that was actually a really solid series. But
I remember that. Yeah.
and so like I do believe in him as a director and like as some as a creative. So, and plus it's like the makers of Left 4 Dead that's making it. So I'm like, okay, sounds interesting. Not my cup of tea, but at the same time, if for anybody who's interested, looks interesting.
Right. To open the show, we got Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. Now this
Oh,
looks
dude,
great. Now, granted,
it's just trailer. It's just
we
it's just
only got
cinematics.
yeah, we got a cinematic trailer. And from what I was reading and I heard from another podcast that I listened to, this game isn't even in development yet. They literally have nothing. So
Yeah,
this
but
could
it is
suffer this
yeah.
could suffer the same fate as the Knights of the Old Republic reboot. So we'll see.
We'll see. I mean, I mean, it is the original maker or like the original director or game designer for the original Knights of the Old Republic game. So there is actually like like his name is on the line here. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it might be better, might be worse. We'll see.
Yeah. And then after that, we got the announcement of Mega Man Dual Override. I
I'm excited.
don't know what this game is. It
I don't
doesn't
either.
look like it's just a mainline Mega Man. There were some things, if you go back and watch the trailer, there's enemies from different eras of Mega Man in there. I'm wondering if this is some kind of a mashup, like a game that's just kind of like a bunch of stuff thrown in together, or if it's more like a game where Mega Man's going to be traveling through his past. Because in the trailer, you do hear Dr. Light saying, "The world needs you again." So, what does that necessarily mean? I mean, obviously, you don't want to think too far into it because we're not there yet. Um, could this be the game that finally bridges Mega Man to X? Who knows? Um,
See,
a lot of
I
mystery.
hope
A
so.
lot of
That'd be great.
mystery.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Now I saw that and like I started hearing the music. I saw the silhouette. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
excited. Yeah.
Yeah. And then at the end of the trailer, you got the Proto Man whistle.
Oh, dude. I actually I didn't hear I kind of I think I was distracted by a bunch of people like just cheering very loudly in the actual like live stream. But when I watched the trailer again, I was like, not the goddamn Proto Man whistle. Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, if we could play Proto Man and Mega Man 11 style graphics, and actually I saw a comparison of like Mega Man 11 style to Dual Overdrive. Ooh, I didn't know it was that good of an upgrade actually. Like Mega Man
Yeah.
11's style was nice, but like the actual model for Mega Man this time around is like a lot more slim and a lot more like, just like lanky and like less.
Yeah, the other thing too is they I kind of wish they would have went with the design from the Amazon series. I thought that's a very good design for Mega Man. Made him look
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
made him look more like adult, more like what I thought I would think a Mega Man would look like.
That's fair.
Um, but yeah, so after Mega Man, then we got another Control game. So Control Resonant.
That looked sick.
This looks amazing. I'm all for this. Yeah, I can't wait for this to come out. Um, then after that, we got the next Tomb Raider installment, Tomb Raider Catalyst.
Not only that, we're getting a remake essentially of the first game,
Yeah, yeah. So
which
we got two Tomb Raider
nice.
games announced. So yeah, Laura
I saw the
looking
dinosaurs. I'm like, that looks familiar.
Laura looking amazing as always.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
then we got the big mystery game of what was the statue in the desert thing for and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. Turns out it's just Divinity.
I mean, to
So
be fair, that was a sick trailer. That
it was
was
a very good
crazy.
trailer. A lot of people were complaining, saying that it was overly violent. I'm like, you're too
Yeah.
sensitive.
Well, I mean, like to be fair, in some ways I get it, but at the same time, I literally pulled up the live stream for the Game Awards on my computer, and the first thing it hits you with is viewer discretion advised. Some of this shit might be too violent. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, apparently parents aren't just parenting anymore.
Then
Somebody's
we
like,
got
I was watching this with my 3 and 6 year old, and they got scared. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to be a parent for once in your life. Maybe that's just me being a douche, but at the same time, come on, bro. No, trust. I was just like, damn, this is a lot. But at the same time, I also one of my favorite. I mean, one of
yeah.
my favorite manga is Berserk. I'm not gonna complain about content, okay?
Then we got a game that I'm actually kind of excited for. We got John Carpenter's Toxic Commando.
Oh yeah,
If you don't know what the Toxic Commando is, you got to go look it up. It's hilarious.
it looks silly, but it also looks like it's cool. It was
I
gonna be
got
fun,
really excited about that. Then we got something that actually got me excited too. Star Wars Galactic
dude.
Racer. I'm ready for this. Got a little hint of
Dude,
some
did you
Bulba
ever?
at the end.
Oh, dude, like I love the flash of Sebulba. I'm just like, oh, you cheeky bastards! You kind of know what we want. I
Yeah,
love it,
it's like a modern version of pod racing. Sign me up
dude.
for that.
I played the PlayStation 2 pod racing game. I don't know what
Uh,
I forgot exactly what it was called, but no, I remember playing the hell out of that game when I was a kid, along with like Star Wars Battlefront 2 on
Oh
PlayStation
yeah.
2. That was good times.
And then we got a solid release date for Pragmata, and this is my
Yep.
most anticipated game. Well, second most anticipated game. That
I'm very much looking forward to this just because it looks interesting, and certain people on the internet hate it for stupid reasons, and I'm kind of want to just try it out anyway, just to make them mad.
I'm excited for this. I think this game's going to be great. Announced for Nintendo Switch 2, with
Really?
with an amiibo,
All right.
an amiibo of the little
Cool for
girl.
Amiibo people.
Yeah.
Cool for Amiibo people.
I'm sure the amiibo will be $70, but that's okay. Nintendo.
I mean, it's not as bad as like what Metroid Prime 4 did.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sure this will have something stupid locked behind it too.
I mean, you never know. I think Capcom's a little bit better with this than
Yeah.
Nintendo is. I mean, yeah.
Then
No,
we
but,
got.
dude,
Oh no, go ahead.
actually, I was about to say, Capcom finally confirmed that your boy is going to be in Resident Evil 9.
And yeah, I saved that for last. Um, but then yeah, so then the game before the final one, we got Bradley the Badger. This
Yeah,
game looks hilarious. I want this game.
yeah.
Definitely was making fun of several different games in the trailer. I
Was it
saw
Badger Born or something like that?
yeah,
Had
I
like a
saw
blunt
that.
form. Yeah, that was funny.
Then there was The Last of Us that was hinted in there, and I was like, this is awesome. Looks like a little cute romper, so I'm ready for that. But then, yeah, I mean, there was a couple other games in there, but definitely not for me or Nate. I can guarantee you that.
There was
Um,
that announcement for the Street Fighter movie, which I thought actually looked kind of neat.
that was hilarious. I forgot because it's not listed in here. But yeah, I love the shot they took at the Mortal Kombat guys. Uh, but
He's like,
yeah,
they
no.
don't care about you. They only care about money. We care about money and you. It's stupid. I
Um,
love it.
the
And like
the
the final shot when he punches the car, I'm like, all right, this is being made by nerds. Also, 50 Cent is one of the people in there. I think that's hilarious.
he's Balrog, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then Jason Momoa is Blanca. I'm like, that fits. That fits
yeah.
so well.
No, that's
That fits
perfect.
so damn well. It's so
Yeah.
good. No, so I'm like, okay, casting wise, this looks like it's actually going to be pretty solid.
I mean,
Hopefully, they actually know what they're doing in terms of like,
I mean,
I
Cody Rhodes is Guile.
yeah.
That's pretty spot on.
Yeah, no, like I have very little problems with the casting, including weirdly enough Andrew Schultz. I was just like, what the fuck?
So he was the only one that I was like, how the fuck does Andrew Schultz fit in here? But
Apparently,
okay,
like the character he's playing is kind of a goofball. I'm like, if Andrew fits the vibe, then I'm like, that's fine. But if
yeah,
it's just like a comedian, like it's like getting Bill Burr to play Ken, that'd be like weird. So it's like,
yeah,
okay, like that'd be like that'd be like more silly. But if it's like if it makes sense for his character, for the character of the guy, I don't mind. I like Andrew.
yeah. Andrew Schultz is hilarious. I love that dude. And then the one I
They should have
said,
gotten Akash Singh to do all ball scene.
and then we got an update on Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil Requiem, and it was the one that
Yes,
I've
sir.
been waiting for, and I saved this for last. Leon confirmed in Resident Evil 9, and will have his own storyline.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess Grace is going to be in the more survival horror section, and then Leon's going to be more of like the
the action
action-ish kind of
based,
section,
yeah.
which I'm like, I like that kind of balance where like they separate it out into their own characters. Is hopefully it's not going to be like kind of clusterfucky like Resi
Which,
6, but like I'm more than confident in the modern day Capcom to deliver a
yeah,
good game at this point.
which excites me yet concerns me because it's like, okay, so we have two different storylines, right? What are we looking at for gameplay wise? Are we looking at two 6-hour campaigns? Are we looking at two 8-hour campaigns? Like, how long is it going to take me to get through Leon's story? Because if it's too short, I'm going to be disappointed. If it's too long, it overstayed its welcome. But they got to find that perfect balance. I want at least 8 to 10 hour campaign. And I
It
also
might be
wanted,
one, yeah.
I
It
also
might be like
wanted,
one of those like six like a 16 and 20 hour, but like you flip flop back and forth between the two. Like
yeah. Well,
if you ever played Yakuza Zero, kind of like something like that.
they definitely said that the storylines will merge, which is cool. Um, But now I'm in the conundrum of who do I play as first? Because I don't want to get spoiled if I play Grace first, because I kind of just want to get Grace out of the way. So if I play as Grace first and then it ruins something that happens in Leon's storyline, and it's like, so I'm in a conundrum here. I don't know where to start. More than likely, I'll end up starting playing Leon. I feel like he's push. I know that they emphasize Grace at first, but I think it's because Leon's more the heart of the game, and then Grace is actually like the story of the game. But I don't know where I'm going to
Um,
start. I'll probably just start off with Grace because I do want to see the new character before I get used to the guy who I absolutely love. Leon is my goat for Resident Evil, so I might save him for last. Um,
I have a feeling that they might actually do just like a if you ever played Yakuza Zero, they flip flop back and forth between Kazuma Kiryu and Majima.
yeah,
So it's like in like a chapter by chapter basis. Maybe that's what they might do. It might be one of those things where it's like it's one playthrough, but it's like very curated to where it's like you're getting a little bit of action, a little bit of horror, back and forth between the two to necessarily not keep you like resting on your laurels like for too long. But we'll see. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to handle it, but either way, I'm looking forward to it.
I
I
hope
trust
it.
Capcom at this point.
I do too. I hope that it successfully bridges the gap between 6 to 9, though, because I want to know what happened with Leon and Chris while 7 and 8 were going on, like, and our main characters, because I don't consider Ethan a main character. Yes, he was 7 and 8, but I don't care about that storyline all too much. The games are great. I don't really like, care about Ethan too much. I just want to know how the main cast of characters fit into 7 and 8. What was going on there? What's the story going forward?
It's like that's
Leon's
always been like one of those things where it's like if they're really going to go back to like focusing on Leon and like the typical gang, like what is the connective tissue that is leading into this?
right.
Specifically seven, like you don't really see anything until Chris comes in and punches a wall and is like, I'm here to get you out. And it's like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And then 8, him and his alpha team, they come in towards the end and they start clearing
The
stuff
boulder
out.
punching asshole.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, eventually the old cast is going to die. There will be no Jill, there will be no Chris, depending on how far they take Resident Evil. Um, I would like to see Jill if she's in this game. Like maybe she shows
Oh, for
up.
sure.
Um,
This might be like this might be one of the game where they're just like, all right, we're going out with a bang. Might as well.
yeah,
I'm hoping that this will be like a nice, like, Final Fantasy IX style of celebration of like the whole series. But we'll see how big and ambitious they want to go with it. I know that they were thinking about going for like some kind of weird alternative like gameplay style of like like some kind of online thing or whatever, and then they were like scrapping them. They're just like, no, let's just make a typical like just like traditional survival horror game. And now this seems like okay, they're gonna split it between more Resi 7 or like Resi 1 style of like survival horror versus like a Resi 4 kind of style action.
Right.
So yeah, we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, I'm excited. February is can't get here soon enough. I'll have my tax return by then, so
If I don't owe the
let's
government
go.
any money, then fine.
Yeah.
I will definitely be
Yeah.
giving it a shot after I play through the other games. I'm still making my way through it. I need to get back to 3.
I gotta finish 3, yeah.
Like
But that's it for the game announcements, guys. Moving on real quick. We're gonna go through just a few of the awards. We're not gonna go through all of them because man,
let's
the
pick
ones that
let's do the ones that like aside like that obviously Claire Obscure didn't win because they basically were like sweeping it up like
yeah, I got a list right here.
cool.
So starting off, we're gonna go with most anticipated game. I mean, we all knew it. Me and Nathan called it
It was
back a
GTA
couple
6.
weeks ago. So yeah, GTA 6 is the most anticipated game. Clearly. We'll see if they land November of next year. We'll see. Um,
Or if another 27 employees force another year-long vacation. Sorry. Uh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now,
I'm getting
this next winner, I did not agree with at all whatsoever. I thought this was a shame that it won. Granted, it is a great series, did not deserve this award over the other ones, but we're going with Best Adaptation. And unfortunately, The Last of Us Season 2 did win. Um, very disappointing. Um, again, I have my complaints about that. Um, I personally felt like Devil May Cry should have won. Um, but I mean, the only thing holding The Last of Us Season 2 back was Bella Ramsey. I'm sorry. I know there's some hardcore fans out there for her. She is not a good actress. Other than that, honestly, I don't care about anything else. She just cannot act. And regardless of how you feel about it, the one line that killed the entire show, me and Nathan talked about this, I'm gonna be a dad, ruined the entire show. Um, and it not for the reasons you're thinking, it's because it was bad acting. Um, yeah, so
It is just very much like a. I don't know. I didn't. Well, here's the thing. I didn't watch it because I really just don't care about The Last of Us. If I'm being 1000% honest with you, I've actually been saying to like a lot of my clients at work, which I probably shouldn't be saying at work because I have a very pro-Japanese game racism. I I basically only exclusively play Japanese games, so much so I'd rather play Resident Evil than Ghost of Tsushima
no, makes sense, yeah.
because Resident Evil's made by Capcom and Sucker Punch made Ghosts of Tsushima,
Knock it off, go to bed.
and I personally don't really care about I personally don't really care about like any kind of like non-Japanese game at this point. Now, granted, like I say that, but also at the same time, if a game does look interesting, like Expedition 33 is very much a French-made game, but it was also a JRPG. So, but so like if a game interests me, that's fine. But I know my leanings, which is usually like Japanese made console game. I definitely like I like playing those over anything else. So yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that being said, I never played The Last of Us, never played Uncharted or anything like that. I just hear from the people on the internet, bitching and complaining, that basically Last of Us, the first season, very pretty decent adaptation of the first game. Second season basically did the first half of the second of the second game,
Huh.
and then did it poorly. So, I mean, I don't know if like that is on the blame of like the showrunners or Neil Druckmann being like, no, this is the vision. Of course it is. But yeah, whatever. I just personally I didn't care about that. All the other ones I didn't really like know. I mean, like the Splinter Cell one, I didn't really know that was a thing until like we were looking at that
Yeah.
list.
I started watching it. It's actually pretty good.
That's good. Now, I
Yeah.
will say I loved I really okay. I wouldn't say I love the Devil May Cry anime because I think that like it was more so It was good. I will hardcore defend that though, especially if someone's gonna be like, "That's not Dante." I'm like, "Oh, you stupid bastard! That is Dante. You just didn't remember Devil May Cry 3."
Right.
And it's specifically Devil May Cry 3, where that is the Dante they're referencing. They're referencing dumb, stupid teenager show off Dante, not the 90s gay cowboy from Devil May Cry 1, not the dumb, brooding one from 2, not the, uh, kind of older, like, father figure from 4, or the, hardened war veteran from 5. This is 3 Dante. This is the dumb, stupid teenager fuck up Dante.
Right.
That is the Dante that was in this series. If you can't get there through your fucking head, you do not know these games. And I will
Right.
firmly stand on that. Also, anybody complaining about ladies swearing hasn't watched Dexter. So, whatever. And at this point, I'm like, are you going to say that women can't swear, especially a lady? And if you're going to be complaining about like, oh, well, why weren't they swearing in the original? They don't have swear words over there, bro. I hate to tell you this. There's no fuck equivalent over in Japan. Just saying.
And then let's see.
Anyway,
After that, we got best sports/racing game, Mario Kart World. Makes sense. I mean, you got to throw
which
Nintendo in there at all. So
I guess. I mean, like, might as well give Nintendo some dub. They're not going to get it to Donkey Kong, that's for sure.
best family game was Donkey Kong Bonanza. I did not agree
Oh
with
wait, they did.
this.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
I did not agree with that.
I'll eat my words immediately.
Donkey Kong,
Family game. Hold
a
on.
mid game, very mid game. Not
Fairness.
not. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Best multiplayer game. I agreed with this one 100%. Arc Raiders. This game is phenomenal, and I am
I heard it was
addicted
pretty
to
good.
it. I am addicted to it. Um, and then best RPG, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Um, I mean, well deserved, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, and then after that, we had best action/adventure game, Hollow Knight Silksong. Makes sense. Had to get it in there somewhere.
See, you guys did win.
Yeah, you got
Celebration.
something.
You got something.
Best action
uh,
game went to Hades 2.
which good for
Understandable.
them. Good for
Yeah,
them.
good for them. And
Hell yeah.
then the final one of the night obviously went to Expedition 33 for Game of the Year. Um, yeah, I mean, well deserved. I mean, everyone that won, they kind of won the category they were going to. Now, the only thing I didn't agree with, Expedition 33 won. They won 9 awards total. They swept. Amazing game. Definitely deserved everything that it got, except for one. So I don't think they should have won Best Indie Game. Yes, they are an independent studio. I get that. They were published by Kepler Games, though, which would then make them not an indie game because they were published by a big license company.
The problem is that like if you look at the description for indie game that they categorize it, it's more so like big publishers. Kepler is very much focused on smaller teams. It's basically like
Right.
it's like an indie record label. It's still a record label, but it's still an indie record label. Do you feel?
Yeah, I do. I
Like
just,
I get it. I get it though. It's definitely one of those things where it's like you could have left that for the guy who just published it via Steam or whatever. I
yeah,
mean, so
I
like I guess.
I consider indie games more like Silk Song. You got a nine man, or no, was it 5 guys in one apartment building one game. A game like Hades, which is definitely still small developer, you know, going shoot way back to PS4 games like Resogun, um, stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, I get it. It does make sense. They are technically an independent studio, but I just felt like they should have went to someone else. I mean, when you know
Yeah.
you're gonna sweep, maybe give someone else a shot.
Well, I mean, like it's not really up to them. It's more like review aggregates and like whoever was
Right,
voting behind the scenes. So it's like, I guess, but like it's definitely one of those things where okay, can't really help that. Will help with that. Definitely, other games should have probably deserved more recognition in that regard.
right,
But
right,
at the same time, if we're gonna be like, well, why not? Why is it not user voted? Because that would be the user voted category, which gave it to a gotcha game. So
yeah, yeah,
which that was hilarious because I guess like I heard from somewhere it was rigged because basically they were offered points to vote for that, which I'm like,
and
that's rough. But whatever.
the other thing I wanted
I
to shout out, did you notice there was no mention of Kojima?
Yeah, no, like he was very quiet this year.
I don't even think he showed up. They didn't show him not one
No, no,
time.
they showed him. He definitely
Oh,
had
he
a
did?
face when he had a face when best director went to somebody else.
It was funny. Jeff Keighley really didn't say too much about Kojima. I was like, I wonder if they broke up.
I mean, no, I just think it's more so just like, let's focus on like Game Awards. He's probably like keeping in mind like, people's response to how much like he kind of does dick ride Kojima. I mean, like, to be fair, I'm a Kojima fanboy, so I get it. I would too, but unfortunately, like, everyone else likes to be the opinion that Kojima's not that great. These people
Uh,
don't like.
Kojima is great. That's just all there is to it.
I
But
agree, but at the same time, like, to be fair, like, I have been singing the praises of Vince Zampella, who is the guy who's in charge of Battlefield 6 right now. Like, I looked into like, the games he worked on, like the first couple Medal of Honor games, Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2. Then after he left
Titanfall.
Activision, Titanfall, Apex Legends, and then like the Jedi Fallen Order games, and now he's in charge of Battlefield 6. Oh, that's why it's good. Got it.
Yeah, yeah. Makes
So I'm like,
sense.
so like there is like, there are a lot of great game devs who are like, legends in the industry, and it's not just Kojima here, but Kojima is definitely one of those like very loud auteurs who, I mean, the history of him in the Game Awards really go back to when Kojima left Konami. So I can understand why for so long Kojima has been synonymous with the Game Awards. It is kind of refreshing though to see Kojima pull himself back from it to like let the Game Awards kind of just be its own thing without him being like, it's gonna be the Game Awards featuring Hideo Kojima. Like as much as like I'm okay with that, I know that some other people aren't. So
Yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah. But yeah, overall, guys, that was the show. They Jeff Keighley killed it. A lot of great announcements. A lot of things for both me and Nate that we're both excited about. Um, yeah, it was just an overall good time. Man, but yeah, I got really amped when my boy showed up. That was the highlight of the show for me. So when Leon showed up, I was just like, oh, and then he had that badass jacket. I need to find me that badass jacket. Uh,
hopefully it
so
doesn't cost as much as like the Dante jacket from when they released Devil May Cry 5.
oh God, I remember. What was that game was like what, $300, huh?
I don't know. I remember being some stupid. If it was 300, actually, I feel like that would be worth it. I feel like it was way more than that.
I feel yeah, it had to have been. Yeah.
I'm like, if I remember correctly, it was like close to 1,000. If I remember correctly, I'm like, for a
Yeah.
fucking jacket. I'm like,
Because I
okay,
remember
be
because
fair, rich
I
people will
remember they
really.
were selling the jacket and they were selling Rebellion. And Rebellion was like $4,000. But it was
Tough. At the same time,
it was
though,
a it was a 1-to-1
if I had
scale.
if I had $5,000, I could find worse ways to spend it.
Yeah, that's true.
A couple of things I do want to like bring up, like best audio design went to Battlefield 6, which I was like, okay, cool. Glad that 6 got a dub in there somewhere. Best performance, basically. Like, I loved how half of them were just Expedition 33. I
Yeah.
kind of wanted. I mean, like, I love Jennifer English's performance as Mael, but I also have a really big soft spot in my heart for Ben Starr. Which, to be fair, like when Jennifer English won, Ben Starr was like excited. Like it looked like he won. Okay, from how excited he got. But I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? That's a good dude right there. You know what I mean? That's a good dude. And like, let's see. I know you probably were like, ugh, when best ongoing went to No Man's Sky. I mean,
That shocked me.
to be fair, if you look at the game from when it started to where it's at now, it is kind of one of those things where I'm like, oh, they fixed it a lot. They
Oh
really
yeah.
did a lot
It's
of
an
work on
amazing
it. So
game.
like,
It's excellent in VR.
yeah, no, so like from the start, it's like, yeah, definitely like kind of like it started off disappointing, but like it definitely grew into like its own thing now, and like it's gotten so much more complicated. So I'm like, I'm like, sure, why not? If Final Fantasy 14's expansions were, good recent, like, as good as like, uh, like Stormblood or like the ones before that, I'm pretty sure that it would have been maybe Final Fantasy 14, but yeah, well, whatever. And then, let's see. Yeah, none of these other ones really like, interest me super much. I didn't even, I half of the fighting game ones were like a collection. I'm like, dog, I don't know if that's necessarily like, the best for entries there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That just seems weird to me, like having a collection being there. It's like, imagine like having like a platformer. It's like Mega Man Legacy Collection up there. I'm like, dude, Also, best strategy sim going to Final Fantasy Tactics, aka a game that's almost 30. Almost 30 years old at this point. Hilarious.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. Other than that, solid as hell show. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Moist Critical having the most hilarious reaction to winning content creator of the year, and he's like, "Oh God, please, anybody but me." Moist Critical. All right, thanks, guys. I love it. It was so funny.
But we didn't talk about it until just now. But the highlight of the show is and for will ever always be the flute guy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Flute guy dominated the show. I
I
mean,
have his name because I
every
wanted to remember.
every time they panned out, bro came back with a different instrument. I was like, where is he getting these? But yeah, shout out the flute guy, dude. He is straight. He's the one thing that I look forward to every show. I always look to see what he's gonna be doing. How is he getting into it? I mean, he gets into it.
I
But
think his
yeah,
name's Pedro Escante or something like that. I
so,
think it's
yeah,
Pedro.
yeah.
I looked at the last name. I'm like, I definitely would need a minute. I need someone to tell me how to pronounce this one. I mean, it's not hard, but it's also definitely like I feel like when it comes to names, I overthink them a little too much. But dude, I already have a couple of memes of like I think it's like the Elden Ring horn weapons. Like he's playing those instead. It's like that man is genuinely like a joy every time
Oh
like
yeah,
he shows up. Like in that like it's like the one instrument that looked like it was just his plumbing.
yeah, yeah. I was like, what even
I'm
is
like,
that?
sir, someone needs that for their sink. No,
But
I
yeah, shout out to
genuinely like
flute guy.
one of the most fun. Like every time that happens, I'm like every time you pan to him and he has a different instrument on him, and like this guy's genuinely impressive.
And I love that they feed into it too, and he knows
Oh yeah,
he's awesome.
oh
So
for sure. Oh yeah, what did you think of the Evanescence performance?
oh, ah, amazing. I personally have a huge crush on Amy Lee. I've always have. Ever since I was in high school and Evanescence got started, I've always had a thing for her and seen her out there. And she's got the mom look now, so she's got a little bit of chunk to her. I'm just like, yeah, yeah.
No,
That that's a beautiful woman right there. That no, they
oh,
killed it. And
dude,
I do like the new version of Afterlife.
dude. Okay, I'll I have another thing I want to talk about, but no, I will. I really do like Afterlife was a great song, and I still genuinely think that like that's one of my favorite parts of the anime in general was that song. It does fit the series really well,
It's
and
because
especially like
so in that
especially
it was how they tied it into the episode that it was in. It was
oh yeah.
that was the episode where I actually shed some tears. I was like, yeah, that that was perfect.
Yeah. And then so when Jeff Keighley like came up and he was like, he was talking about like the music stuff that like was about to be like, shown off. And he was like, "Oh, and Bill Murray, not the one you're thinking, a different one." I'm like, "No
Yeah.
fucking way." I'm a So here's the thing. I'm a huge fan of Bill Murray, not the actor, but like, Bill Murray the actor's fine. That's not what I'm talking about. The band Bill Murray. I'm a huge fan of Bill Murray. I've been following the dude since like he released that first EP Jaguar Shark back in like 2016.
Yeah.
Because he was also the vocalist of Attack Attack back in the day. If you know that at all, it's an old like a metalcore band from 2008. Anyway, I've been following this dude for like the last like 17 years of my life. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and the fact that I saw him on screen at the Game Awards, like singing his ass off.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was vindicating as hell. I love that. I'm like, oh my god, he made it, and he's doing a song for Cyberpunk. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
No, I was stupidly excited about that. But no, Evanescence's performance was really good. I'm excited to see what Devil May Cry 2 has in store for the season. Hopefully, it doesn't wind
Oh
up like
yeah.
Devil May Cry 2 the game. Anyway,
Yeah, no, that's true. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for us for tonight. We are actually, damn, we killed it. Yeah, we're right in that hour spot where I want to be at. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Do leave the likes, comments, and all that. Give us some nice words because we appreciate it. Help us grow here. Um, thank you as always to Nathan. freaking great co-host. I truly appreciate him.
Wait, what are you playing right now, by the way?
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Nathan. I forgot. Honestly, at the moment, I'm not playing too much. I still am dabbling in Pokemon ZA. They're doing the Mewtwo event right now, so I'm kind of trying to get that situated. They're also doing they dropped the DLC for the second Mega Evolution um world. I forgot what it's called. So I'm probably gonna hop into that. But other than that, I do need to finish Resident Evil 3, so that's probably what I'm gonna be hopping onto next. Yeah. And then what are you playing?
So I'm playing a multitude. I'm playing a lot of games right now. I'm playing the Night Elden Ring Night Rain DLC. I'm having a
Nice.
lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't know if you've heard anybody complain about it. I'm genuinely having a lot of fun with it. Undertaker's
I've
fun,
only
but I'm
heard
learning that
positive things.
I've the internet is a vast number of people complaining about things that they can
Yeah.
easily get over if they just self-actualized and get over it. Anyway, but no, Undertaker is a fun class, but I'm finding out the Scholar is kind of busted because it levels up items you can use. One of my favorite
Uh,
items in the game is the Wraith Calling Bell. It's a slow moving but pretty decently damaging magic attack. You can level that up and it does so much damage. It's made soloing some of these bosses actually way easier than it should be.
hell
I
yeah.
love it, and plus you can by the time you get to like level 3 throwing pots, I have frost on my weapon. I just throw a fireball at a fireball whenever they freeze, so I can unfreeze them and then freeze them again. It's a great cyclical loop I've come up with for my own combinations there. So I've been doing a lot of that. Plus, I put about 15 hours into the Tales of Xillia remaster.
Oh
I
yeah.
like it. It's pretty good. What I'm finding is that the Tales of series is it's very quaint and very very I don't know how to describe it other than it's just very much like kind of I don't want to say goody two shoes. It's very it's there's not a lot of edge to those games like Tales of Xillia. It's like your main character, one of your main characters is like basically like like a, a spirit essentially in human form that's very much like very dry, and then the other protagonist who's very much like kind of like a whoa, I'm in a crazy situation now, I'm running away from the government. So there's a lot there's it's a little bit more on the optimistic, hopeful, and very much like kind of like more positive side. Whereas my favorite entry, but Tales of Berseria, is very much like the edgiest thing you can possibly imagine. In my personal opinion, like Tales of Berseria got pretty edgy, so like I have to kind of temper my expectations for older Tales of games because I know that they're not like that. But I'm enjoying the hell out of Xillia. I like the combat. The story's pretty interesting so far. I'm curious as to how long it's actually going to take me because I guess it's only like 35 hours or so, but I haven't even gotten to the end of Act 1 of and it's been like 15 hours. So I'm like, all right, so what's the pacing going to be like here? Yeah. And one more game I was playing
I
God, I can't remember the name.
accidentally
Oh,
unplugged.
dude, the new Bleach game. Oh,
Oh
again.
yeah.
Oh, good. No, dude, the new Bleach Arena Fighter is actually fun. I didn't expect it to be as good as it, but like, you go through the story of the manga. As far as I know, it goes up until maybe the Arrancar arc. I'm thinking that because it's showing Sosuke Aizen, in his like in his the Arrancar form or whatever. So I'm thinking that's where it ends up, but I'm definitely gonna be playing a lot more of it. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I thought it was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Hell yeah.
Um, so yeah, I that was definitely a surprise there. And then I'm slowly picking up near Automata on my Switch again whenever I'm just like kind of bored at home or whatever. So I'm juggling a
Nice.
lot of games right now, but I kind of took a break from Tales of Xillia to play a little bit of the Bleach game, and I'm not much of an arena fighter guy, but I'm having a lot of fun actually.
Hell yeah. Yep. So that's what we're playing, guys. Thanks,
Yes,
Nathan, for
sir.
reminding me. I totally forget that we do that.
All good, dog. We haven't done this in a minute.
About two
we'll need to
weeks. Yeah.
get back in the grooving.
It's been 2 weeks of just pure chaos. But yeah, we are back to it. This one will be going out. So it's what? It's Monday night, guys. We're recording this. So it looks like we'll be sending this out Tuesday morning. So be on the lookout for that. Obviously, if you're listening to it now. Um, but yeah, guys, we will catch you on the next one. Um, I don't know what we're gonna be talking about yet, but we will figure it out. Um, but yeah, guys, until next time, we will see you. You guys have a good one, and yeah, peace out.
Good night. Get home safe.
Yes, I know the camera's on.